My name is Nari and you will find me on the Doula Nari channel where I talk about all things relating to pregnancy and birth, but also family life, adoption and fostering. And today we're going to talk about attachment style behaviours within children that you are fostering or adopting. So if you think that's something that you might find really useful in the future, then please hit the subscribe button below. So attachment, if you are going into fostering or adoption for the first time, you will hear a huge amount around attachment disorder, and you might be thinking, well, what actually does this really mean? Well, in layman's terms, it just means the difficulty in building a bond with one person at an early stage. And because of having those difficulties, then the child finds it really difficult to feel secure around you and will often keep checking back or maybe creating some bizarre behaviours to try and engage with you and try to adapt that relationship. So I can only use my own examples. I find that with many of the children that we've looked after, they will constantly be trying to be close, to be near to me in a way that you wouldn't expect a child of their age to want to do. So almost going as far back as being like a baby. And you might actually find that some therapists and social workers will suggest some type of regression therapy with the children that you look afterwards, so that they are actually taken back into those early stages of childhood to try and rebuild the foundations for them. So my experiences of some of these children, they literally want to be nurtured like a baby, and if you offered them a bottle even when they're 5 years old or 6 years old, they would probably happily take that from you like they were a baby. And for many of them, it's because they haven't had that early nurturing, that early closeness that you would expect a mother to be providing for their newborn baby. So if you imagine a baby that has not been held enough, has not been spoken to enough, has not had the engagement and the attention that you would normally give as a mother, and then you expect that child to grow up with a normal emotional attachment to somebody else, but they've not had those early stages, that you'll understand the importance of trying to put that back in for them. Obviously, this can be really difficult if the child is sort of 5+ and they're wanting to be babied and nurtured. But my suggestion to you is do as much as you can whilst they're kind of almost young enough to be able to do that. So, try and put in the cuddles. Make sure the eye contact with the child is really, really good and really strong. Make sure that they know that you know that they're there. Because often, we found that they don't even really want to be in a separate room from us. They want to know where we are. Now, there are different styles of attachment, but to be honest, that's not hugely relevant. In a certain sense, many of the behaviours are the same, and that is they want to stay close. But you will find that someone who has a true attachment disorder or has disorganised attachment, that you might become very confused because you might offer to have them close, you might offer to nurture them and to build those bonds of attachment. There is a book out there called Building the Bonds of Attachment, which is a really, really good read, but actually quite difficult in places as well, quite emotional. You might find that you're trying to do that, but the behaviours around you doing that become really chaotic with the child. It's almost like pushing you away, or they're trying to destroy what you are trying to build with them. And that's through pure fear that they cannot be close to somebody, and because of what's happened with their abusers before, being the direct abuse is coming from the person that they would expect to be loved. So there's huge amounts of confusion around how they are going to build that bond with you, and that might result in very bizarre and chaotic behavior, and that is the most difficult type of attachment to deal with. However, nothing's impossible, guys. That's what I think. Nothing's impossible. So if you are looking to go into fostering adoption, or you do have a child that has lots of bizarre behaviours and is chaotic, or a child that's trying to be close to you all the time and you find that quite difficult to deal with, progress can be made. We have made a lot of progress with the boys that we have. We still have issues and difficulties, but I'm a firm believer in anything is possible. So if you've enjoyed this video, which I hope you have, please subscribe to me so I can build my channel, and also you will find that there'll be lots more videos on there to help and support you. So thank you for listening to me, and good luck, guys, with whatever you're trying to do. Goodbye.